We're at the North American International Auto Show checking out the all-new Kia Telluride. So there we have one in a white color, and here we have one in a metal blue or metallic kind of light blue color. We'll take a look at this one and let's go over the design elements that we have here. So this is the first time actually we're seeing an amber wraparound. So that's an amber wraparound LED that we're seeing for the first time on any vehicle. We've seen Kia and Acura do some pretty cool things with amber LEDs, but this is the first time we're seeing it wrap around a headlight cluster. And in the middle of that, we have two projection beam LED headlights, marker lights on the side, and down here we have another headlight. Not exactly sure if that's for the high beam or what exactly it's for, but that's what it looks like. Down here we have fog lights. Here we have a chrome kind of accent on the side. Kia's signature grille with Telluride badging. Again, another first for Kia. We're seeing vehicle's name along the front. A 360-degree camera system. Here's the front camera. Chrome accents at the bottom. This is the clearance on this model. This one is equipped with 20-inch wheels and nice big black wheels that have a nice glossy finish. Here's the side mirrors with 360-degree camera. LED turn signals. And these door handles are pretty cool. You have a chrome running along the top with the body color running in the middle. Let's get into the back seat. So this one has the seats down. So you'll notice how much cargo space you get with the seats down. It's actually really a lot of space back here. And I'll probably say it compares very well to the Honda Pilot. It wouldn't be as much space as, let's say, the Kia Sedona, but it's quite a lot of space for a sport utility vehicle. Here we have cargo hooks, and to just give you an idea of the rear leg space on the in the third row. Here we have two cup holders on either side, and because that cup holder takes up quite a bit of space, I don't think you'll have too much space back here. Probably you can fit 3 kids. So this is what one seat looks like when it's up. So it's quite a narrow seat, and you can imagine that one would probably be smaller for 2 people. But I'm not gonna fold that down just yet. Let's fold this one up. So there's a button over here to actually unlatch the seat. So it's actually pretty cool. I don't think I've seen too many vehicles have a button like this. So you notice I just press it and it goes. So I think it might be powered. It does its own thing, and people can get into the third row very easily. So let's have a seat. So there's no middle seat. It's a quad seat configuration, and you do have armrests for the second row. Here we have 2 cup holders. You have a rear sunshade, air conditioning vents up here, and over here you have controls for the air conditioning vents. There are no air conditioning vents down here. They're just up there. You'll notice they're in the third row as well. You have reading lights over here, and you have 2 sunroofs, one in the front and one large one back here. I don't know if there's a switch back here for this rear sunroof, but I believe it might be in the front. Here we have a power outlet, a 3-prong power outlet, a traditional car outlet, a large seat pocket. Oh, cool. You have USBs on the back of the seat to charge devices, as opposed to just having them here. So you have space over there to store things as well, like a cell phone or something. Here you have charging ports as well. Here you'll notice we have heated seats as well as ventilated seats. Heads-up display over here. And as we step inside, you'll notice you have a nice wide screen configuration over here, very reminiscent of BMW's products. And that's great for showing all kinds of information, as well as a multi-level tree-style menu. You'll notice we have Harman Kardon badging on the MID as well as on the door speakers. This is an automatic. This is what the shifter looks like. This is what the drive mode selector looks like. You have snow, mud, sand, sport, smart, eco, and comfort. It's hard to see because it's not lit up, so it's not focusing. Over here you have auto start stop, auto hold, parking brake, parking sensors, and control for the camera, which in this model is a 360 view camera system. I'm not sure if this is a touchscreen. It might be because I don't see any dials here to control that touchscreen, so that screen. So I'm pretty sure it's a touchscreen. Here you have 3 air conditioning vents. These buttons are pretty reminiscent of other Kia products. Start, stop. And here is the control for the heated and the ventilated seats. It's basically, it's kind of like a toggle switch that you control whether you want it heated or cooled. Here are the cup holders. They're fairly deep, and they have these latches as well to hold onto your drink. A traditional mirror. It's a visor. And here we have, for the trunk, traction, lane keep assist, blind spot monitor, and the lighting settings for the gauge cluster. The gauge cluster itself has 2 gauges on either side and a digital cluster in the middle. You can't see it right now, but that's what it looks like in terms of how much space you'll get. You'll notice there's some space above and below this orange line as well that you're not exactly seeing. As we get to the back, you'll notice we have these vertical stacked LED tail lamps that are very distinguished. And you have LED stripe running here, LED stripe running here, and an LED, I believe these are just marker lights, but you have 2 LED strips over here. Here you have a traditional reverse light. Here are the reflectors. This one is equipped with all-wheel drive. I'm happy to see that, unlike the Sportage, they haven't stuck to having the indicator down there, which was kind of weird. I think I mentioned in my other videos the fact that when you're right behind the vehicle, you can't really see if the vehicle is indicating or not because it's lower than your sight line. But I believe the indicator might be one of these LED stripes. Chrome tailpipes. It's just on one side though. And what we'll do now is, okay, you'll see the all-wheel drive badging here, SX V6, to give you an idea of what trim this is. And I'm gonna pop the trunk right now. So I just popped the trunk, and this is how much cargo space you'll get back here with all 3 rows up. It's fairly decent. over here you have controls for the seats. So you'll notice I just pressed that button and that second row that I was sitting on previously went down. Unfortunately, the seat doesn't go back up. I don't think it does. But what we'll do is we'll pull this and let's try that again. So we'll pull this and let go of it, and then as you can see, that's how much space you get with one seat down. And let's pull down the second seat as well. So you have another dome light over here for the cargo space. Very convenient if you want to pick things up from the trunk when it's dark. Here you have more storage space, and this stays up. Okay, it doesn't stay up by itself. I wish it did, but you might just have to flip it like this and hold it like I'm doing right now, because it's actually detachable, which is not a bad thing, because when it's detachable you actually can store this somewhere and have a deeper cargo space that you can access at any time. And that's actually very beneficial because this vehicle is so high, you won't get a deep cargo space, but it's nice to know that it does go all the way down there. And I believe the cargo space might be slightly deeper than the Honda Pilot, but I could be wrong. This is just based on my initial perception, based on what I saw on the Pilot the last time I saw it. This has been a look at the all-new Kia Telluride at the North American International Auto Show.